Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about how you can break bad habits and make good ones, and do this on a daily basis without exerting yourself too much. The idea comes from a gentleman by the name of James Clear, who wrote the book Atomic Habits, where he discusses the idea of compounding effect, where if you do something every single day, then you'll get better at it over a long period of time. And some of the reasons why we tend to stop doing something because we don't see those compounding results or quick results straight away. So to start off with, habits are a big part of our daily lives. Habits like making the bed, brushing your teeth, all of these different things. But habits like that, we are on autopilot. We're not really exerting ourselves. We're not really using any mental capacity to do those things. Habits like going to the gym, for example, does require some mental capacity, because if you're not using your brain when you're lifting weights, you're going to hurt yourself. So the idea behind Atomic Habits is doing something every single day to get better at it. So going back to the example of the gym, if you go to the gym, I don't know, once a week, you're not really going to see results. But if you go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week over a long period of time, say a year, or maybe about 6 months, let's say, then you're more likely to see results than if you were to just go once a week for a year. And the reason for that is because we place so much of our efforts and so much of our expectations on those big events. When we see someone that we look up to, when we see something that we want to be, we assume that the individual or the thing that we're trying to achieve, it was there overnight, it happened overnight, it was a success overnight, when actually it isn't the case. What we see is a refined product, something that took years and years and years of honing and getting to that point. And Atomic Habits is what talks about that. Atomic Habit talks about the idea of doing something day in and day out, being able to put your all into something to get better over a long period of time. Quick results in today's social media world is what has made a lot of us lazy. We want results straight away. We want to get that 6-pack abs before summer. We want to do all of these wonderful and amazing things but not put the work in. And that doesn't happen. And it's not unfortunate. I was about to say unfortunately, but it's not unfortunate, because if you want to achieve something, you have to put in the hours to get to where you need to be and what you want to do. And one of the examples from the book that James Clear gives is the British cycling team. So they were one of the worst in the world. A lot of the cycling manufacturing companies would not work with the British team because they didn't want to give off the idea that their bikes were not good, that they were not superior to other bikes out there, because there's a team out there that's using them that is continuously losing. So a lot of the manufacturers refused to work with them. They made one change. They changed their trainer, who implemented a few different things. Not very many, I don't think. When James Clear was talking about it in the book, it wasn't like, hundreds of things they changed. They changed a few things, did it every single day, kept consistent, and they got to the results that they wanted to get to. Now, one of the examples I see of this is people that are in high-level sports or elite sports. You'll see people like KSI, for example, who was boxing maybe 4 or 5 years ago initially. He couldn't throw hands, he didn't know what to do, his fitness was horrible, his hand-eye coordination wasn't great. But now, flash forward 5 years, he's been training every single day. He's been getting better every single day. The reason why I use KSI as an example is because he was not a born boxer, he was not a born fighter. A lot of boxers have been training for 10-15 years to get to a world-class level. KSI, I'm not saying he's world-class, but he's got to a point where he has now got skills in that field. He can throw hands, he can box. So the reason why I talk about this, and the reason why I talk about habits and the idea of discipline and all these different things, is because that is exactly what we need to implement on a daily basis. Nothing is achievable without discipline and without implementing the habits every single day. If you aren't implementing positive habits and practical habits every single day, then you won't get to your end goal of being or doing whatever you want to do. Every single day is what it requires for you to do to get to where you need to be. Now, there's a variety of different resources online. Like I said, this book is great. I've listened to the audio book 3 times now, and I'm on my 4th time around because it's such an amazing book. There's always things that I miss because I'm doing something while I'm listening to it. But the thing that I picked up from today is that if you were to move, so if you had a Boeing 747 jet, which was on the path to, I think it's New York to LA, if you moved the front of the plane, I believe it's like 3 inches. I don't want to get it wrong, but I think it's 3 inches. If you move it 3 inches, it will end up in a completely different location. Because if you aren't aiming for the right place, if you aren't aiming for the right thing, if you aren't doing the right things day in and day out, or if you're trying to achieve something and not doing the right things to achieve it, then it could be to your detriment. It might not benefit you in the end. You're going to just be doing something for the sake of it because you think it's going to get you to that place when actually it is not. So the only way to form positive habits, the only way to get to your goals and where you need to be doing those things every single day. You need to be implementing all of those strategies every single day to get to where you need to be. Habits are a very, very important part of our lives. We need to understand the habits that we do day in and day out. And it's not just about adding things, it's about taking things out. So for example, if you're eating 3 chocolate bars every single day for lunch, maybe cut back, because that habit of you cutting 2 out a day and maybe just having 1 a day will allow you to lose the weight you've always wanted to lose. Not just going to the gym, but cutting those things out, because then you're within your calories for the day and all that other stuff. So it's about thinking what you can do every single day, not for a short period of time, but over a long period of time where those things will compound and those things will allow you to get to the levels you never thought you could. Overnight successes do not exist. It's not a thing. People are not naturally born with a talent or a gift. It's honed over many, many years. And once we start talking about that, once that's part of the conversation, and once it's part of the norm that hard work is the only way you're going to get to somewhere, because hard work will beat talent every single day of the week, then people can continue to live their lives and work hard and get to where they need to be. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video today. I really appreciate your support. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe and share, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace and love. Take care.